These are my new XR glasses, the Rayneo Air 2S. They are super cool. You want to see what I look like with them on? All right, I'll put them on. Yeah, there you go. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Hey there, how you doing? I'm TechDweeb, welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video today. I've reviewed a few pairs of these XR glasses things. I checked out the Rayneo Air, which I liked, and then I reviewed the Viture Pros, which I liked more. And now the new kid on the block, the Rayneo Air 2S, found its way onto my desk. And you want to know if it's any good, right? No, you don't? Well, too bad. That's what this video is about, so shut up and listen to me talk about these things. If you're not familiar with XR glasses, allow me to give you a quick crash course. They are glasses that have like a TV in them. These things look like sunglasses from the outside, but inside there is some magic happening. There are tiny little projectors in the kind of top part, and they project the screen onto the lenses down there, which reflect it into your eyeballs. And when you're wearing them, it ends up feeling like you're looking at a giant TV screen. The cool thing is that when you're wearing these, you can have that giant virtual screen anywhere. Obviously, if you're at home on your couch, it'll feel like your living room has a big TV screen in it, but what about lying in bed, looking up at a giant TV on your ceiling? Or on the train or plane or whatever? Being able to escape to your own private dark room with a huge screen anywhere is a pretty neat idea. If you ever wanted to watch anime at the grocery store, this is how you do it. And now we have the new kid on the block, the Rayneo Air 2S, a pair of XR glasses that boast some pretty freaking impressive specs and features, especially for gamers. So are these the new king of XR glasses that fix all the problems and give us an amazing experience at a great price? Well, yeah, they kind of do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The box is pretty plain, but it gives us some hints about what we can expect. Apparently, we're going to get an immersive large screen experience. And this displays OLED, which is really freaking cool. Well, I'll talk more about that in a bit. Upgraded stereo speakers, 120 Hz refresh rate. So these things should be pretty sweet for games. And we'll talk about that. Eye protection, enhanced comfort, whatever. And then something about watching movies, massive screen gaming, mobile office. Well, who cares? Let's just get in here. And in the box, we get a hard shell carrying case, and there's the glasses. We'll come back to them. And we also get a box. And in there is a bunch of stuff. We get the specially shaped USB-C cable to use with the glasses and an extra pair of swappable nose pads. We get a prescription lenses insert so you can take this to your glasses place and have them make these up with your prescription. And we get a big word paper book with lots of stuff in there, in every language ever. And onto the glasses. They are really nice looking. They're not like crazy premium, but they're not cheap. Cover on the lenses here. These are super reflective. I gotta be careful I don't give you a face reveal here. And the glasses slide into the case like that, and we get a lens cleaner, and a USB-C cable can go in there and there. Toss that in your purse or whatever. The screen is a micro OLED screen, and they boast 100% edge clarity, so no blurry edges, 500 nits brightness, and they also claim it's a 201 inches virtual screen, so nice and big. Also, the screen is 120 Hertz, so obviously for gaming, that's freaking amazing. The Air 2S is compatible with pretty much everything: iPhone 16, 15 Pro Max, Android phones, Switch, Steam Deck, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, ROG Ally, MacBook, iPad. Pretty much any device that can do video out over USB-C can work. These things are crazy simple to use. Really, you just plug them in and they work. Connect up the USB-C cable to the glasses and then plug them into your phone or Steam Deck or Switch or whatever, and you'll be able to see the screen through your glasses. The device thinks it's just displaying on a monitor, and it's no fuss, no setup needed. Some XR glasses have a ton of extra stuff and features. The Rayneo Air glasses that I reviewed had a separate power station that also did head tracking and had its own built-in apps and stuff. The Viture glasses also had their own neck-mounted base station that did extra stuff with its own remote. But these Rayneo Air 2S glasses don't have any of that stuff. These are literally just the glasses. It's almost like the X-Real and Viture are smart devices, like a smart TV, but these Rayneos are like a dumb TV. They don't have built-in stuff, and honestly, for me, that's a huge plus to these. The company isn't pushing a ton of extra stuff that you don't need, extra accessories that add to the expense. You can just get the glasses and use them like a monitor, which is how I prefer to use this sort of stuff. There are a few built-in controls. On the left side of the glasses, you have volume up and down buttons, and on the right side, you have brightness adjustment, so that's useful. And also there's a menu button that opens the menu. You can toggle whisper mode on and off, which changes the speaker profile so that it sounds loud to you, but makes it so others around you can't hear what you're watching. Well, they can, but it's very quiet. Like a whisper, actually. And you can change the refresh rate, toggle between 60 and 120 hertz. And then there's 3 color profiles that you can switch between. So kind of cool to warm color modes. And there is some adjustments that you can make on the glasses themselves. You can adjust the tilt of the arms. So depending on the shape of your stupid ears and nose on your weird dumb face, you might prefer to have a different angle. I find this strip at the top can block my vision at the high angles, so I need to change it to a low angle so that it's more out of the way. And you can adjust the nose pads a bit too, and also swap it out for a smaller one if you have a little baby nose. I said there was no fancy extra features or software, but that's kind of a lie because the company does have an app. It's kind of cool, but ultimately it's not something that you'd use other than as a tech demo. It's kind of like a home screen, and you do get head tracking here, so you can look left and right and the screen stays put. While you're using this, your phone acts like a virtual pointer, which is kind of neat. And you can't tell from the video, but this is all 3D. Stuff pops up in a 3D space, but right here in the app is the only place that this happens. It doesn't work for like 3D movies or anything. It doesn't work for gaming. So this app is just kind of a neat demo, but that's about it. Reviewing XR glasses is hard because I can't actually show you what it looks like to me wearing them. You need to see these things with your eyes to know what it's actually like. Generally, it's really good. It actually does feel like a big high quality screen that you're looking at from across the room. The screen here is absolutely gorgeous. It's super bright and crisp, and the 120 hertz is super smooth. The colors are beautiful. Honestly, I wish I could show you how it looks. I showed these glasses to a few people in real life, and every single one of them said, wow, immediately. It really is impressive to be suddenly looking at a giant 1080p OLED high refresh rate screen just by popping on some glasses. The sound quality is great. It almost sounds like surround sound. When you have it on normal mode, it gets nice and loud, and while people around you will be able to hear it, you probably won't be bothering them. Like if you're listening to something loud at max volume, to someone else in the room, it would sound equivalent to like if you were watching something on your phone at 20% volume. And when you have it on whisper mode, it's still nice and loud for you, but others around you will barely be able to hear it. And if you turn it down low, you'll still be able to hear it, but nobody else will hear anything unless they're like right beside you. I like watching stuff with these. I watched everyone's favorite show, the series finale of Game of Thrones, and it was lovely. Watching some nice media with great visuals and sound, but really the main event is the gaming. I plugged these into my Steam Deck and I was instantly like, oh yeah, I get it. I get why people like this. Popping a cable into your deck and putting on some glasses and suddenly you're playing your Steam games on a giant screen is a modern miracle. And because we have a 120 hertz screen here, you get super smooth gameplay. If you're familiar with the difference in how games feel between 60 and 120 hertz, then you know what I'm talking about when I say it's a whole different level of game visuals, seeing stuff moving around with high refresh rates. And if you've used an OLED Steam Deck compared to an LCD deck, you know the difference that an OLED screen can make. It's super bright, beautiful saturated colors and dark inky blacks. Using these glasses in a dim room is best, but they are bright enough to use even in broad daylight. I love playing indie games on XR glasses because these games usually have just amazing pixel art that you can really appreciate on a big screen. And for high refresh rate stuff, obviously it'll depend on what you're using to drive these. You won't be playing AAA games high FPS on the Steam Deck, but you can play easier to run games at high FPS, and even lower refresh rate games, they can still feel smoother on a screen running at 120 hertz because you get more consistent frame pacing. I also tried these on my ROG Ally X. I used Doom Eternal's dynamic resolution scale to target 120 hertz, and oh my god, it was so buttery smooth. So fun. You can use these on any device, but handheld gaming is where it's at, I think, because that's where you need a portable display on a portable device. Or maybe like picture if you're sitting with your family and they're all watching Disney, but you want to stab some demons in the eyeball, you can be playing your games without needing to occupy the TV. There's probably 1,000 situations where XR glasses are great to have. It's just whether or not you find yourself in those situations often will determine if they're right for you. However, it's not all sunshine and pickles. Every pair of XR glasses that I've tried have suffered with the same problems. One is that the screen moves with your head, so you have to sit pretty still, otherwise it can make you queasy. But then you have the problem of what if you want to look at something in the corner of the screen, like your health bar in the game, you have to use just your eyes to look down instead of moving your head. That could take some getting used to. Also, the field of view isn't the best. These Rayneo Air 2S are just about the best that I've tried, but even here you'll find that the screen can be a little cut off at the top or the edges if you don't have the glasses positioned just right on your face. And even though Rayneo claims that there won't be blurry edges, that's not been my experience. I couldn't find a way to get these where the corners of the screen weren't a little cut off and blurry. It's not a deal breaker. You can still see what's on there. It's just not perfect like they claim. And the main problem that I personally have is that I wear glasses. In the past with the XReal Air glasses, I got the prescription lenses, but they didn't work as well as just wearing the XR glasses over my actual glasses, which works, but it's not ideal. And I still haven't found the perfect pair of XR glasses that suit my specific needs. The Rayneo Air 2Ss are better than most, but still not perfect for me. It might sound like I'm complaining a lot, but I'm just trying to be objective here. They aren't perfect, but they are about the best that I've used. It's magical actually how good the screen actually looks when you pop these glasses on your face and suddenly you're looking at this big beautiful OLED screen. The gaming experience is wonderful. These are great XR glasses. It's just a matter of if XR glasses in general are good for you. And if you're not sure, you can actually buy these on Amazon. So in theory, you could buy them to try out and then return them if you found that they weren't compatible with your face shape or your vision. The danger there is that you probably will love them and you'll want to keep them. These are actually pretty cheap though in the big picture. I think they're like $400, which is cheaper than lots of the options out there. And if you want to buy them, I'll include a link below. If you use my link, I get a little bonus. Basically, you're giving me some of Amazon's money instead of to Amazon. So thanks for using that link if you do. So there you go, the Rayneo Air 2S. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer what I can. Click the thumbs up button if you liked the video, or don't if you didn't. If you haven't subscribed yet, you'll probably want to fix that little problem right now. And that's it from me for today. I'm TechDweeb. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.